Hello, hello, hello. It's Attorney Mike. I'm coming to you from Chicago. As usual, it just keeps coming in. It's Natalie's fault again. Natalie D did this. Right after I get done with the last stream, she sent me more great clips, which started a whole cascade of Detroit clips. I don't know why. Probably because Detroit's the only place that's open on the holidays. I don't know. They never stop putting people in jail, and they can't. It's not all Detroit proper. It's Detroit metropolitan area. I've got one stray clip in there from Florida. It's all good stuff. Let's get it started, shall we?
The wheels of justice are going to roll you right into the Wayne County Jail.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Do you need him to come back? Because he's getting very assaultive at this point.
Unfortunately.
Okay. You have to?
Yep, I do.
All right. All right.
I need to make sure you can hear me okay, though, right?
I can hear you.
It's Judge Meineke again.
All right, so Mr. Morano,
He's kind of fun here.
how is he doing on his probation requirements?
He's doing very well, Your Honor. Today is date and time set for his first review hearing. He does report to the probation department as directed via Zoom, email, and phone. His attendant completed the impaired driving program in May.
Alexa, set master to 100%
of this year.
Hold on.
Sorry, I didn't find a group or device.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, if I'm not calling you, I'm putting you on mute, and then I'll have you on mute in a minute, because I think Mr. Wilkinson just asked his Alexa to do something, and it set off somebody else's Alexa. So we're just gonna hit the mute button for a minute. He'll probably text you or call you before your next court date, okay?
Okay.
So 48, that's your homework. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pat.
Sounds good. Yeah, not a problem. Lauren, call the 48. They're super user-friendly. Okay, the clerks up front will be able to help you.
Okay. Thank you, Pat.
Not a problem. Take care, everybody.
All right.
Thank you. Charlie Norbury, 2020-00-503, 23-00-939. Today's date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Norbury has failed to appear.
Oh, okay. How you turn that off?
I think Mr. Paxton didn't know he was still on. All right.
Next month's number has some probation.
All right, Mr. Quayton, state your name.
Quentin.
All right, today's date and time set for our first review. Mr. Quayton was placed on probation for operating while visibly impaired. How are we doing, Officer Clements?
He is doing quite well, sir. He has already completed his outpatient therapy through River Bend. He has completed his 50 hours of community service.
Get out of the way.
He attended the MAD
I like the
Impact
dog.
panel.
Still for court.
He tests one time per week ETG, one time per month drug screening results. His last ETG was 5-1, was negative. His last drug screening was 4-7, also negative for all substances. All tests were on time and negative.
This is a great start. There's no other way around it. What's been the motivating force for you, sir? I mean, you just really have, attacked these conditions with, some real ferocity. Like, you seem like you really want to do a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to get in front of it. I think you kind of touched on that when we met during the sentencing, and Matt as well. When I initially met with him a few months ago, you both kind of gave me like the same advice, just to kind of get out in front of it and just own it. So that's just kind of been the goal here.
I am curious what your background. Where's that from?
It's Hogwarts. This is my work computer, and I couldn't figure out how to change it in time. It's been like this for like 2 years.
I guess that's a different angle of Hogwarts.
It gets me every time.
I know. I'm looking at it. I guess it is.
I think the image is mirrored, so it kind of awkward. Yeah.
Is it from the amusement park?
Yeah.
Yes, Universal Studios.
Judge is into it.
All right. Well, I will say you definitely have gotten in front of this. You're right on track for an early discharge despite, obviously despite the initial concerns related to the bodily alcohol content, all of that. It's kind of nice to see someone sort of take the advice that was given and make the most of it. So let's reduce his testing. We're good on that. And then I will set this for, you remember I started at 2 years, okay? And there was a reason for that. The 2 years was there based on the nature of the offense. But I also told you there would be an opportunity to be considered as early as even as a year. So we're right on track with that. Can I see the probation?
Yep. All right, I just put a little bit in here so you could get the background just to warm up for Wayne County.
We don't know who they want.
It's just a madhouse.
We know.
What's the name, sir?
Excuse me, Your Honor, I want to,
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Ms. Stevenson?
For the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Raymond Hobbs, who stands suit. We would waive the reading of the information and ask for the plea of not guilty.
Okay, this is so dry. I have to point it out ahead of time. It's a pretty straightforward appearance. I put the whole thing in there because I know you guys will complain if I don't. But the judge dropped some sass in the middle. It's so mellow you might miss it.
Be entered on Mr. Hobbs' behalf. He's been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I hadn't called the case yet. It looked like
okay.
I've seen this guy before. He's a good judge. I don't know his name, but this cracked me up. I didn't know he had it in him.
Say something. Sorry, you might want to address that. So this will be case 23-057109, State of Michigan versus Raymond Odell Hobbs and Ms. Stevenson.
Apologize for that, Your Honor. Janice Stevenson on behalf of Mr. Hobbs, did you have a question about what's going on, or?
yes, I was never reading my rights.
Okay, hold on just a minute. So Mr. Hobbs will stand mute, waives the reading of the information, asks that a plea of not guilty be entered on his behalf, Your Honor. And at this point, I'm certain that Mr. Hobbs has been advised of his rights at this point, not conceding about anything that didn't happen before, but he's been advised of his rights for today's proceedings.
Thank you, counsel. Court will enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. So, allegations here are officers tried to arrest Mr. Hobbs. And they tried to arrest him. He took off running, ignored officers' commands to stop, tried to tase him. That did not take effect.
Thank you.
Eventually, they found him. Let's see. So I had to bring a K9 unit to track him. Found him in the second floor bedroom and an upstairs closet. Again, disregarding verbal commands to come out of the closet. And then once he was removed from the closet, he complained of injury from the taser that was attempted to have been used earlier. And with his extraordinary knowledge of constitutional law, he has brought to our attention that prior to today's date, he was not read his constitutional rights. Ask about
with his extraordinary grasp of constitutional law, he just slides it in there. It's so good.
Ms. Stevenson.
So, I guess the police aren't supposed to be running after people and chasing them and all that other kind of stuff. But, he's not charged. Do have the habitual offender, fourth offense notices, Your Honor, and those it looks like it's one incident at this point is 10 years ago. But so, Mr. Hobbs, I know that the report says that the police were investigating another situation, but he's not charged with anything else here. So I guess, having the taser fired at him, having the dog sicked on him, and all that other kind of stuff, I think that that's enough for Mr. Bell. And I think he knows he's supposed to be in court when he's supposed to be. He's 28 years old, Your Honor. He's looking for work at this time. I don't know what's going on in the situation, but I know that he didn't get charged with anything else. So I am asking the court to release Mr. Hobbs on personal bond. We'd have no objection to no contact condition, even with the individual that, is the subject of the alleged domestic violence, because they don't have I don't see anything even in here about him being charged there. So we're asking for personal bond. No objection to no contact with the possible domestic violence individual either, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Hobbs, while this case is pending, you're to have no contact with Miss Nance. Don't call her, don't text her, don't go to her house, don't go to her employment, don't reach out to her on social media, don't have anyone contact her on your behalf. Is all of that very clear to you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Court will set bond at $2,500 personal. Next court date, probable cause conference, June 7th, preliminary exam, June 14th, both in front of Judge Sabri in 36th District Court. Thank you, sir. You can step aside.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Name, sir?
Anthony Little Hamlin.
Thank you.
This one, I just really like the defense attorney's characterization of the crime.
This is case 23-044-721, State of Michigan versus Anthony Hamlin, counsel.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Anthony Hamlin. He stands to waive the reading of the information as to the plea of not guilty. Enter on his behalf. Mr. Hamlin has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Court will enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf as to bond.
Your Honor, we would have no objection, no contact condition with the complaining witness. Mr. Hamlin has already talked to trial court staff from our office, gotten him ready for all future court appearances. We have good contact information for him. Looks like Mr. Hamlin should not be having any contact with this complaining witness, with whom I think that they had been drinking together and things, getting ready for the holiday, got a little bit out of hand. But Mr. Hamlin's not going to have any contact with this complaining witness. They don't have any.
They had a couple got a little out of hand, Judge. That's all.
Children property together. Mr. Hamlin does not have any pending court cases. He's not supposed to be in court for anything. He is scheduled to start working, be at work at 10 o'clock today, but he missed work today as well as on Saturday. So we hope that he still has his job that he just started at a local hotel, Your Honor, housekeeping department. He doesn't have any money to post as a bond. He does have family in this. But again, he'll go to Battle Creek, Judge, so he can put some distance between himself and the complaining witness and then make it back to court like he's supposed to.
I mean, this is a small point, but Battle Creek, they're in Detroit. Battle Creek is not close to Detroit. It's a few hours away. So you're not starting a job in the laundry department or at a hotel, a local hotel in Detroit, and living in Battle Creek. I'm just saying.
We are asking for release on personal bond.
Okay, so he can live somewhere other than the Cardone Street address?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hamlin, while this case is pending, number of conditions of bond, you're not to possess a weapon of any type, guns, knives, tasers, anything of this sort, or any flammable materials. Additionally, you're to have no contact with Ms. Warren or with the Cardoni Street address. Is all of that clear to you, sir?
Your Honor, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Court will set bond at $5,000 personal. Something tells me, counsel, he wants to go one time and get belongings. What are you?
Spot on, Your Honor. Just wants to get some things so he can get to work.
Okay. You get one visit with a police escort to Cardoni, sir, to grab belongings. Other than that, don't go over there, okay? Let me get
Thank you.
the court date yet. Did I give you the court date yet?
I don't think so.
All right.
Mr. Hamblin.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, we got to give you a court date, sir. Next court date is June 6th for a pretrial in front of Judge Garrett, 36th District Court. Thank you. You can go, sir. Thanks.
City of Detroit versus Grace Stafford, Nicobe Gill. Did I get the pronunciation right, ma'am?
This is Christine Estrada's fault. Links to the original video. I have a couple clips from her. Links to both of those videos in the description below. This one I used all of it, but the other one I didn't. It's all good stuff. Go over and check it out.
Probably not.
Christopher Gould.
Christopher Gould, okay. All right, sir, I'm sorry. City, case number SP1. Go to the Southwest Community. I see you're all the way on the east side. You want to go to the Southwest Detroit Community? Well, let me ask you, do you want to do communities? Miss Sherry, you're not driving in my courtroom. I'm going to put you out.
No, sir, I am parked.
Sure doesn't look like it. Think she's lying to me. You want to do community, sir? Are we ready for Miss?
My bad, Your Honor. I did not go over her rights with her. I'd like the opportunity to do that. But for that, we're ready.
Rejoin the room, Miss Gillian.
The breakout room?
Yeah, rejoin the breakout room. He needs to go over some more of your rights.
Okay.
Okay. Isa, Khaled, Ali. All right, let's go back on the record with Miss Gillian. Miss Gillian, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what's your client want to do? Unmute yourself, Mr. Berry, please.
She would avail herself of the offer, Your Honor.
That's what you want to do, Miss Gillian?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand out now. Ma'am, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over some of your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about them?
Lab. No. I know.
You know you'll be giving up those rights as well when you take this deal?
I'm sorry?
You know you'll be giving up those rights as well when you take this deal?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, ma'am, let me draw your attention back to October 29th, 2021 at around 3:43 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Davison and Ewald Circle, ma'am. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
I'm sorry, did I what?
Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
They're gonna love each other. They're talking right here.
I have one.
She really needs a tasing.
Okay,
Yes,
is that
Lewis.
decision?
Ms. Lewis? Ms. Gillian?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you have an occasion on October 29th, 2021 at around 3:43 p.m. in the area of Davison and Ewald Circle? Did you have an occasion to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
On that day, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle?
Yes.
What was wrong with them?
I think they weren't registered.
They didn't go with that vehicle, did they not?
They didn't go with the vehicle?
It says here that it was a plate from a Chevy Tahoe. A Chevy. Got a TA Chevy on the vehicle. Was the vehicle registered?
Yes.
It was registered? It had valid plates on the vehicle?
As far as I recall. Chevy Tahoe. I don't even have a Chevy.
It said it had a plate from a Chevy on there. It was a 2008 Land Rover.
Correct. That was my vehicle.
It was your vehicle, correct?
The Land Rover, yes.
All right. And it had a plate on there, MOMME4, Mommy 4.
That would be my mother's plate. I don't know how. Okay.
Was that plate on that vehicle that day?
I don't honestly recall.
Yes, she does.
Oh.
Just being sleazy.
Did you have valid insurance on that vehicle on that day?
Yes.
She's not, she says she has insurance. She says she doesn't recall
I don't have that vehicle anymore, but.
Yeah, we're talking about at the time when you did have the vehicle.
Right.
I don't know what to do with it.
Did you, Miss Gillian, did the plate?
Let me ask her. Miss Gillian, you said that you own the Land Rover, right?
I think that would be a
Correct.
good play.
And you said that Mommy 4 plate is your mom's plate, correct?
Correct.
And did your mom have a Chevy at that time?
No, that's the confusing part to me.
Well, let's put it this way. That Mommy 4 plate, was that Mommy 4 plate? Did you ever put that Mommy 4 plate on your Land Rover?
I did not, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't on there.
Well, was it on your Land Rover at the time, Miss Gillian?
I believe so.
See, I'm thinking that she's just trying to evade responsibility.
Not at all.
I can't understand how you don't know you own the Land Rover. How you don't know what plate is on there? What somebody came in and took their plate off your car and put somebody, your mom came in and switched plates on you?
It might not have been her, but it is very possible. But that that happened. But
why would that happen? Why?
I don't have a real answer for that. I'm not entirely sure.
See, I'm not even going to accept this deal. She doesn't want to accept responsibility to it.
I'm accepting responsibility. I'm just saying I was driving the vehicle. The plate was on there, but I didn't put it there. I'm taking responsibility for driving the car.
Now you're telling me that the plate was on there. You've been telling me that you didn't know.
You're telling me that the plate was on there, so it was what, 2 years ago? I don't really remember, but it's saying in the court that the plate was there, then absolutely.
This is so frustrating. I'm sure she did not put the plate on. I'm sure she didn't. Somebody put it on for her. She knows damn well what plate was on there, and it wasn't the right one, and it's fraudulent.
I don't really remember, but I'm taking responsibility for driving the car properly.
And the court's eyes, accepting full responsibility is I mean, if you don't remember, you don't remember. But I first of all, I can't see how you don't remember that you got stopped with this plate on your vehicle. And you say it's your mom's plate, you knew that, and you end up, you don't know how this plate got put on your vehicle.
I don't remember. Understand. It was a lot of...
I don't understand that. I don't understand how you don't know that this plate got put on your vehicle. Talk to her in the breakout. Go back in the breakout room with Mr. Barrett. Mr. Lane?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. I'm going to just go ahead. We have your number. Let's go back on the record one more time with Miss Gillian. I still don't understand how you don't know what's on your vehicle at the time. And I understand the fact that it was 2 years ago, but it doesn't, 2 years is not that long ago to not know that you have this plate that's not supposed to be on there. Apparently, according to what the police say.
Your Honor, I just we were not able to find a bridge here. She was 4 months away from delivery of a child. The vehicle was in a household with 6 people, 6 drivers. Her vehicle was available pretty much to all of those people, and she does not know how this plate not associated with her car got on her car.
She indicates she had valid insurance at the time. She indicates that would lead me to believe that she has valid plates. So if somehow all of a sudden this mommy 4 plate ends up on her car for not even any reason at all in what she's saying.
Not any reason we could identify, Your Honor.
Not that I can't even think of any reasons. All right, I'm not going to take the plea.
No, what I was explaining to Mr. Berry was that my car was stored for a lengthy period of time. So for it to be pulled out at some point, for someone to decide to drive and slap a plate that whatever whatever Tahoe, because there was not even a Tahoe there. So just slapping any plate that was laying around in my car is not something that's inconceivable in the household that I was in at the time. I don't know at what point that happened.
Inconceivable.
You're the one that's supposed to be driving this vehicle.
I wasn't driving at the time. I was very pregnant and not doing much of anything.
Okay, so now we really have a problem. Now she's indicating that she wasn't even driving the vehicle. But
for a lengthy period of time, it was still my vehicle, yes. And when I did drive it,
All right. So I thought it was a no valid driver's license, but it's unregistered, untitled, improper plate, no insurance. But yet you had insurance on the vehicle, you had a proper plate on the vehicle, but somebody just decided to take the vehicle.
No. You asked if I had gone to the Secretary of State and done all that, and I had. Now, but after that, my car sat for almost a year.
In that year, did you, and this is the year of the 2021 at the time?
Correct, when I was pregnant.
And in that year, did you have valid insurance on the vehicle? And
I was not even driving. No, I was not driving.
That's not my question. My question is, did you have valid insurance or valid plates on the vehicle?
And I said no, because the vehicle was not being driven.
Okay, so that now we're getting down to it. You told me earlier that it was a valid insurance on the vehicle. And the vehicle, just because the vehicle is not being driven doesn't mean you don't have to have valid insurance and plates on the vehicle. If the vehicle is registered in your name, you have to have valid insurance and plates on the vehicle. Okay. All right, so now I will accept the representation that it was not valid insurance on the vehicle at the time or plates on the vehicle at the time. That's not what you told me earlier. And I will,
I think I misunderstood what you were asking me.
Okay, that's acceptable. Right, and I will find her guilty as charged to the improper plate. As it relates to the speeding ticket, you stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea, counselor?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, will you stipulate the probable cause for the dismissals of the other matters?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Find your client responsible for the amended count of limited access 1 to 5, $125, and for the improper plate, $240. I'll dismiss that upon payment. When can you pay $125 and $240, ma'am? When can you pay it?
2 weeks.
I'm going to give you until 5. You come back on the morning of the 25th, May the 25th. We'll close out. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the misdemeanor, and we'll close out improper, the limited access ticket, all right? May the 25th, 2023. I'm going to waive the warrant fees, and if it's paid that date, we'll close the matter out, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there's nothing further, ma'am. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
We got
you
there.
as well, thank you.
Watch out. Also from Kathleen Estrada, this is fantastic.
Hi, what's your name, please?
My name is Michael Easton Mathis.
Thank you. All right, I've got 2 files in front of me. May I call them together? Okay. All right. Mr. Mathis, you have the right to be represented by counsel with respect to these bond proceedings. All right. Are you
say I plead guilty.
Oh gosh. Mr. Mathis, please. You have the right to Mr. Mathis.
Yeah, stop talking about your case, please.
You have the right to remain silent. You're being recorded. Anything you say could be used against you in the future, right? You have the right to have an attorney represent you. All right, we're going to go.
All right.
Okay, all right. Given that information, given the assaultive nature of the charges in front of me, I do find there to be a danger to the community. I am going to set a bond in this case. In both cases, bond will be set in the amount of $500,000 cash, no surety. Next court dates will be on the case in front of Judge King involving aggravated stalking, June 2nd for probable cause conference, June 8th for preliminary examination, both in front of Judge King. No contact with complainant. Other case will be set in the same way, $500,000 cash, no surety. Someone will need to order a competency evaluation at the next hearing. Thank you. That one in front of Judge Bryant, July 24th. No contact with the complainant, and you cannot purchase or possess any firearms or other dangerous weapons. She won't let me. He keeps.
So we're completed with the crash portion of the investigation.
Oh, here we are in Florida. I took this from, I think it says Florida Cop Cam. I only took the first few minutes of it. It's fantastic. I'm going to leave you hanging, as is my habit. But I have a link to the original video in the description below if you want to see.
Okay. Obviously, she was stopped. You rear-ended her. That's true. So that's kind of where we're at. So we're done with that. We found you at fault for the crash. Okay. This is Officer Stiers. He wants to talk to you about a couple other things. Just check you out if that's okay.
They just called me. Just here to make sure everybody's safe to drive.
Yes,
okay. So I'm just gonna be doing a DUI investigation. Make sure you're okay. I won't do anything else. I just gotta read you this. Absolutely. You're not under arrest or nothing like that. I just gotta read you this. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. Have him or present when being questioned. If you're not afford to hire an attorney, one will be able to represent you for any question you wish. You sign any time, not answering any questions or make any statements. Understand what all that means?
I was on my way to court.
Okay. That's fine. But like I said, I'm just here to make sure you're okay.
Yes, sir, I am.
If you're okay, then it's easy peasy.
She's on her way to court.
Easy, and I'm out of here. Okay?
Yes,
so do you mind if I just shake your eyes real quick? Okay, good. Let's get off the phone.
Mr. Cannon, I'll call you back. All right.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's stand over here so we're not like in the driveway area. Okay. Put your feet together, hands down by your side. Okay, see the tip of the pen right there? What color is that? Right here.
Gray.
Okay, follow that with just your eyes and don't move your head. Do you understand what I'm asking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep your eyes on here, okay?
Yeah, that I think is bold.
Keep your eyes on here. Here, hands on your side, okay? We're gonna go real slow.
I don't know. It's the only thing I've ever seen.
Don't follow you. All right, now go ahead and follow up. Keep your head nice and still.
It's hot out here.
All right, feet together, hands out by your side.
Hot out here.
Right here, okay? One more time. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in a series of small circles. I'm going to come in the center like it's going to touch you, but I promise I won't touch you, okay? You guys are going to feel like they want to cross. Let them do whatever they do naturally. Your hands on by your side, okay? You're right here. Right at the tip. Go one more time. Okay. What's your first name, ma'am?
Kenya.
Kenya? Okay, how much have you had to drink as far as alcohol today?
I had one beer before I left the house.
Okay. And what else have you had? Any medications, any drugs,
No,
anything
sir.
like that? Okay, so just the alcoholic beverage.
I got medication in the car though.
What have you taken today?
Mm-hmm.
What's here?
Oh, no.
I don't know what's in your car, so what have you taken? You haven't taken anything? You just have the medications for funsies, or?
No, I don't take medication for substances.
Okay.
I got anxiety medication in the car.
What is that? Like a Xanax or something like that, or what is that?
No, prescribed nothing that strong. I could give it to you if you want.
That's okay. You just tell me.
I don't know the name of it.
Did you take it today?
Yes.
Okay.
I
What
took
time?
one.
You took one?
Yes.
Okay. And well, you took that one, and then you like washed it down with beer, or?
No, the beer was earlier.
Okay, and it was just the one beer?
Just the one beer.
Okay. Would you be willing to do some exercises
No,
to
sir.
make sure you're okay to drive?
No, sir.
Okay.
I don't even want to drive.
I understand. So Kenya, here's the deal, okay? I'm seeing some very obvious signs of impairment. That's why I'm not asking you if you drank, I'm asking you how much.
That's understood.
Okay? So having that in mind, okay, I have to move forward based on my observations.
Understood.
My observations is you're showing very obvious signs of impairment.
Okay.
Okay? So this is your opportunity. If you want to do the exercises to disprove my belief in your level of impairment, then you can. Okay?
I'm on my way
but
to
if you
court.
refuse, Kenya, you're not on your way to court anymore. You're on your way to a DUI investigation.
Again.
That's here and now, okay? How many have you had?
Just one.
Just the one DUI? And when was that?
I just got it in November. Can I call my husband, please?
Not right now. Okay, you just had the one, and you said when was that?
Well, I was on my court for it.
You're on your way to court for the DUI?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had some alcohol, some antidepressants, and you're on your way for your DUI trial? Is it a trial or a hearing, or what is it?
No, I was on my way to court for it. Actually, I fell asleep in my car that time.
Oh, for that DUI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then today you're on your way to court for that DUI?
Oh, that DUI. I was talking about this DUI.
And now here we are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Mr. Lopez?
All right, like I said, you can watch the rest of that. I put a link to the video. I just like that she's got a DUI on the way to her DUI appearance. It was too good.
Yes. Can you hear the court?
Yes, I can. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Lopez, you're going to need to hold your voice up. We're making a record. Calling case number 23P659695. This is people of the City of Royal Oak versus Richard Leon Lopez. That is you, sir?
Ricardo
Leon Lopez. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we're still this is back to the Detroit metropolitan area, and once again, this is Natalie D's fault.
You, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Today's the date and time set for your informal hearing. You were present just a few minutes ago when the court explained the nature of an informal hearing to a full group of motorists. Mr. Lopez, is that true?
Yes.
And at that time, the court also explained that you'd be required to make a selection from one of three options in the protection of your own rights. Is that also true?
Yes.
Thank you. The citation, sir, indicates that on April the 11th of this year, a Crown Victoria plated to you entered a space at or near 301 West 4th Street in the city of Royal Oak and remained there until 27 minutes past 2. The total park time indicates 19 minutes, 2 seconds. Total purchase funds shows $0.00 and therefore zero purchase time. Mr. Lopez, you may admit responsibility in this matter, or you may admit responsibility with an explanation, or you may deny responsibility, and the court will swear the parties and conduct a hearing. What would you have the court do for you today, sir?
Obviously, I'm saying, yes, I was there, admit responsibility with the explanation.
Mr. Lopez, full stop. You can't provide an explanation unless we already know why you're providing it. So you can either plead responsible with an explanation.
That's what I plead.
Okay. So you're admitting to the court that on the date and time in question, your vehicle was parked for a little shy of 20 minutes in Royal Oak without pay. Is that so?
Sure.
The court accepts your plea of responsible. What would you like the court to know, sir?
Yes, I never go to Royal Oak, and I was going to the theater, Royal Oak Theater, across the street from this location that I just got ticketed. Now, I try to put the coins in,
This guy is ultimately charming. He really is.
25 cents. Now, I seen you had the 4-digit numbers. I pushed those numbers in first. I put the coins in, and they kept on popping out. Then you got a slot thing for the credit card. Well, I slid it in like you do a credit card, but maybe you have a chip thing because my credit card was chipped. Do the parking meters have a chip for a credit card?
Officer Couchy, can you answer that?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay.
Very well.
Unfortunately, I'm kind of old school, and I think that's why that failed too. But I don't know why it kept on rejecting my coins for this day, and I was going to get some Moody Blue tickets across the street there, and I spent a couple minutes trying to get that thing to go, but obviously it wasn't going. I know you guys were taking a picture there for the thing because I knew it was set up there. But anyways, I went across the street and talked to them, and they said, yeah, it happens all the time. But anyways, I'm admitting the thing, but the problem is I don't know how to use that machine. Like I don't know how to use this Zoom thing. I would have rather have come to the court and seen you personally, but obviously it doesn't happen in your court.
Holy Toledo, Moody Blues are... I saw the Moody Blues 150 years ago, and they were old then. It was a good show.
Talk to you guys that I have to go on this and talk on the phone, and I just got a Zoom on your thing, but it doesn't look like it's live, even though it says live. I'm not into this stuff of using the phone and these coin things. I go to Detroit with their machines, and I have no problems, but the way your machines are set up is totally different than the other ones. I can see how people get frustrated with these machines. Because,
well, Mr. Lopez, I appreciate your frustration, and I appreciate you being candid with the court. As was suggested earlier, the court is the umpire. The court is a center position on these matters, and today the executive branch is being represented by Officer Couchy.
I agree.
If the court could make an observation based upon apparently some music you might be fond of, sadly, Zoom represents the days of future past, and as far as using the technology goes, it looks like you may have been lost in a lost world, which I believe was on the Seventh Sojourn album, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you're pretty good, huh?
With that being said, sir, based upon your musical taste and your decency, the court is finding you responsible, but waiving all fines and costs.
Aww.
You're a beautiful person, sir. And
I wouldn't go that far.
Frustrating. But I know about using a chip now. That I don't supposed to swipe it. And I don't know how to use the Zoom. I never seen Zoom on your court thing to get into you. But I found
we've been doing Zoom for over 2 years.
Unfortunately, I don't get in trouble to use Zoom. So I don't know nothing about Zoom.
Well, you're doing great. Enjoy your music and just be careful of your ears, okay?
Well, I like Royal Oak Music Theater.
Oh, shit, he wants to talk.
And thank you for doing that, so I don't have to do nothing then, huh?
You don't have to do nothing.
You're a beautiful person, and I respect it, and if you treat people like this, they're definitely going to go to that fine city of yours because you guys got so many events there. And, you know, I hope you get your situation with these parking things better. It's hard to explain to somebody or find something. Somebody told me to use an app. I was asking around, but app, I don't know with the apps on the phone either. I'm 61 years old, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But
well,
thank you very much.
I think you're doing just fine, sir. So you take care and have a beautiful evening yourself.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, have a great day over there. When I'm going to use their parking lot in the back, I found out. All right. Thank you very much. All right, bye.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. 2 in a row for the holiday. It didn't get worse. It got better. That was actually a last-second addition, but I thought it was cute with the Moody Blues references. The judge was super nice. He really was. It's a parking ticket, and the guy did. He tried to pay for the parking. I'm confident. He admitted he didn't pay for it, but he tried, and that's why I believe him. He made his admission against interest, and that gained his credibility for me. It really did. All right, there you go. There you go. I'm so bad. I vacation in Detroit, or at least spend my holidays there via YouTube. All right. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all soon.